I guess we're live.
Hello, everyone.
What is going on, Adventure Nation? First off, can you guys hear us okay?
And just saying, miss you all. Like
Yeah.
they said in the South, y'all.
Y'all, miss y'all.
Miss you all.
It's Leap Day. It's February 29th.
Happy Leap Day, everybody.
Happy Leap Day for all of you folks who are enjoying your Leap Day.
I'm sure they are not here because I'm sure they're partying like crazy. But happy birthday to Dorindy. She has a birthday in Leap Day.
Yeah, absolutely. Dorindy's birthday today. So she's got to be what?
10 years.
8 years old? 9 years?
I don't know.
Well, 8 or 10 birthdays, somewhere around there. No, she's what, 32, Dorindy?
Oh, you're going to be her favorite.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody, I can't see shit without my glasses, so I gotta put these guys on there. Yep, everybody said we can hear you. All right, cool. John Chalkerbot, Waterbury, Connecticut's in the house. Hey, everybody.
Sue Meyer. Hey, Kevin, got your clown costume yet? I don't know.
Did we miss something? Is he having a clown costume?
I have no idea.
So we're in Florida still, and the weather has been absolutely fantastic except for the last couple of days. Well, at least since the RV thing, the weather has been fantastic. A couple of cold days here and there, and then the last couple of days have been a little chilly, but not too bad. Tonight's episode of Wine is brought to us by Fred and Lynn Olson.
I don't think you guys can see it, is it?
From Cape Coral.
No.
Here, we got to go in here, and there we go.
Yeah.
The Simple Life, Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah. The light's right behind the camera, so it's hard to see that. But Fred and Lynn Olson from Cape Coral, we met those guys, and they were super nice. And
the bad thing is that I just brushed my teeth, so it's not gonna taste. The first sip is gonna be
a little bit weird. But if you just don't brush your teeth, that's what I do.
That's what you do?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, that explains it. Okay, I see.
Good morning to those of you who are in the UK. We know Aid Collins is in the house. I see Rob, Webb, and Allie are there in the house as well from the UK. So welcome. The UK, it's about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. You crazy bastards. That's amazing.
Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, cheers. Oh, hold on a second. I've got my
I'm
rocking my Arnold Palmer tonight, brought to us by Arnold Palmer. Cheers. Salute, everybody. Happy Leap Day.
We only have one every 4 years, so might as well celebrate it, right?
Absolutely.
Happened to be the last Saturday.
I don't know if they have Leap Day in the UK.
It's a world.
I'm just kidding. Of course, the entire world. That's awesome.
So, how you guys been?
Yeah, what are you guys up to?
Who is in the southern end of the country, escaping the snow and escaping the cold and escaping all the bad weather? And Brenda Costa is like, where is the Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, my doctor. I've really been weaning off the Dr. Pepper and not doing that a whole lot. I do have some Dr. Pete here as well for later. I've been using my Soda Stream, so I have been doing that as well. But we have been having a blast. Just to update you guys a little bit on what's going on here in Florida. Since the RV thing, we've been kind of touring around south and southwest Florida, kind of hanging out in the Tampa to Naples area there in the southwest. And then a little bit down in the Keys. We did how many days down in the Keys?
19.
19 days down in the Keys?
19 happy days. And we were literally, if we could get more reservation, we will still be there.
Yeah, really tough.
It's just hard to be in there and at good pricing with reservations. So we tried to make the best out of it. And we lasted 19 days. And after that, basically we had to go.
Yeah, it was piecing stuff together here and there and staying in some weird spots. And we actually stayed a free night in Key West. We stayed in the Kmart parking lot down there, and everybody said you can't do that. And
here's the thing. We had one night between campgrounds that we have to fill up, and we can fill it up with nothing. There was nothing around, but we were not going to drive all the way north to come back all the way south again, that many miles. So we were like, screw it. If they put us out, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And we actually check out some of our apps and the websites that we have seen before, and they said they have boondogged successfully in Kmart and the Key West. And we're like, let's give it a shot. But instead of parking on the front, we park in the back. There's a huge parking lot on the back, and we made it through the night.
and it was a brutal night. Holy smokes! It
One
was
of
one of the
the
noisiest
noisiest
overnights we've had.
nights we
It was
had.
worse than any truck stop we'd ever been to. That back parking lot of Kmart in Key West is some kind of major pass through for locals that are
Mhm.
going downtown or from downtown, and whoo, man, they were just screaming up down there like a racetrack all night. But anyways, we had a fantastic time in the Keys. We got to hang out with our friends Craig and Kelly for a little bit, and then Chuck came down, hung out with us for a little bit, so that was cool. So we got to hang out with those guys. That was really a lot of fun. We did go out to the Dry Tortugas. I filmed just a tiny bit of that, so that's some of the things that we'll have in the first couple of videos are kind of catching you guys up on some of the things that we've done. I have been filming bits and pieces while we were taking time off because I can't put the camera down. I want to film stuff.
We have time off. I
Yeah.
mean, he's recording a little bit here and there, just
but not a whole lot.
I don't know if I think it's still for fun, but it's also because you are so used to it.
I'm just used to having a camera in my hand.
He's like, oh my God, this is cool. Let me record it. And it's like, so he's always doing that too.
Yeah. So it's been fun. We've had a lot of a good time. I will also say that you guys might have seen if you're following us on Facebook, you may have seen me up on a wakeboard in the Keys Cable Park because I've been working more on my kiteboarding skills, and I have purchased kiteboarding equipment, and it came in yesterday or a couple of days ago. It's actually at a friend's house here in Anna Marie Island, which is just down the road from where we're staying, and I go pick it up on Monday. So that's going to be cool. I'm going to pick it up on Monday, and then I'm going back out with one of the guys from the company who I bought the kite from. I'm going out with one of their instructors and going to get a few touch-up lessons and hopefully get up and rolling on the kiteboard.
Let me give you guys a little bit of a background story of what happened. We were in our time off, kicking back, laying back at the beach in Curry Hammock, the state park, and we're looking at, it's a windy day, so we know the kiters go there, and we go and see all the kiters, and it was beautiful. And all of a sudden, Paul is like, there's these two photographers taking pictures of this one guy, and professional photographers, right? And Paul is like, oh, I wonder who he is. So he actually goes and talks to one of the photographers, and he's like, who are you shooting? He's like, oh, I'm shooting Dimitri
Marimonides.
Yeah, what he said. So so anyway, it's like he started talking, and Paul actually goes and says hello to the guy, and they start talking, and oh my God, it's like they just like they hang out the entire day. Basically, they hung out the entire day.
Yeah, we hit it off pretty good.
And Paul was kind of like helping him launching and helping him doing all this thing. Not only that, somehow he got recruited like to actually take some video for him as well. So it was not only the photographer, but also some video. So Paul was like got in a wetsuit.
I went out in the water and had him jumping over me and jumping through the trees, and I was taking video, so it was pretty cool.
And actually the photographer had some cool pictures of him taking video of this other guy. So it was kind of pretty cool. But that's how they kind of like the interaction started happening. And then he realized that he actually owns a company, a kiting company.
The guy owns Epic Kites, a kiteboarding company. Yes, so I want to buy an equipment.
Yeah, and that's why now he's equipment, and he's kind of like they're when are you gonna go out to do the whole kiting?
I think Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I'm actually nervous as hell.
He's having
I don't know why.
Butterflies.
Yeah, I'm really nervous. Super nervous. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's like gotta be weird because it's like you're a newbie going into the water now with your equipment.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
So
yeah. So anyway, that's how it all started.
Yeah, I think Alex making fun of my hair. It's all like, yeah, I was laying down earlier, and yeah.
Kevin Klein, Kim are still around Florida, and they're still around here, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I think I think I only have seen like 2 or 3 here, but it seems to be in the Keys. And where was the other Kmart that we were? Well, the Keys, Long Key, I guess. No, Key Largo and Key West. So that's the only place I have seen them. Besides that, I really don't see them anywhere else.
See what?
Kmart's.
Oh yeah. There's a few still around.
Oh, everybody's saying that we look 10 years younger, that you look great, so much rested.
All that stuff. Not as spent. No, it's been awesome. We've just kind of been hanging out. We've gotten to hang out with a couple of viewers, not too many, but we got to hang out with a couple of viewers, which was cool. That we just happened to run into, and so that was nice. And just kind of just relaxing. We actually did a day at the beach. I spent, I don't know what, 2 or 3 hours
Yes, and that was
relaxing on the beach.
surprising. But
It was amazing.
it's a beautiful beach. So
Siesta Key Beach.
one of our favorite like top beaches that we have been. Period.
Yeah, it's amazing.
We love that beach.
The super deep white silicon sand, and it's silica sand, I guess. And silica is the sand. Silicone is a product of the silica sand. I don't know. But it's that squeaky sand. When you walk on it, squeaks. It's just an absolutely gorgeous beach. It's a huge, wide, gorgeous beach on Siesta Key. And it's kind of like that whole Gulf Coast. All the beaches are super nice on the Gulf Coast. So, but Siesta Key is one of those that's just really, really cool.
Chris Valfado says, Paul, Katrina wants to know why your hair looks blonde. Florida sunshine?
I guess. I think it's probably white. It's turning white. It's
getting
getting gray.
He's getting the grays now.
The grays are coming in, man.
Yes.
So I think that's why. And the light's awful bright. I should probably turn down the light. I actually look much better in the dark, just to let you guys know. Much better.
You look good on any light.
See? Look at you.
I earn points too, people. I earn points. And I saw here also like where is it? This note and telling me my hair looks nice. Thank you so much, also.
Yeah, she always.
I was like, it was it was not the first live of the year, but it was like the first comeback that we had. So I was like, I'm gonna put an extra little something.
Little something. Well, I was gonna curl mine too, but I was like, screw it.
And also, Jose Sosa said that they were in Lakeland because they went to the balloon fiesta.
Jose did?
Yeah.
They should have met up with Kathy and Tony. They're there. They're hanging out there too. Kathy and Tony's down there, and I know that
Canadians.
The Canadians are there. So how was the balloon festival? We were gonna go down today or tomorrow. It's this weekend.
Happening. Yeah, it's still happening.
Yeah. There's also the Ford drag races are happening here. So I thought it'd be a good time to go down there, but Lori's not into that stuff.
But you could have gone.
I know. I was
5 minutes.
I was going to channel my inner redneck and go down to the drag races, but I didn't. Oh, I also want to say I just see Cheryl Hampton's in the house. So they are having Cheryl and Richard. I don't know if they're doing it. They were talking about having a last Saturday live viewing party in
Los Barriles.
So I don't know if they had some viewers that they met down there, and I don't know if they're all hanging out. Cheryl, you guys just by yourselves, or did the viewers come?
We'll wait for the response. And the breeze Chuck is here. Did you guys
Chuck's in the house?
Get to the Siesta Key Distillery for the rum? Not bad for us rum. It's like for US rum. No, we didn't. Usually we didn't do too many distillery or anything like that tours because somebody here doesn't drink. I think we should go.
Steve, I just saw Steve said I have a face for radio and a voice for print. That's awesome. You guys are awesome.
And Pam and Jim are here from Seattle.
Cool.
How many days until retirement?
Yeah, you guys got to be retiring.
The same with Kevin Klein.
Kelly in the house.
Kevin Klein should be close to retirement too.
Yeah, well, I think they're done today. I think today was like their day. I think he's probably just drunk off his ass right now, or maybe it was Don who is done today. I don't know. They could still be drunk off their ass. I don't know. It's Saturday night.
Kathy is right here too. Kathy and Tony. We're enjoying the balloon festival. It has been very windy. It has been very windy.
Yeah. I never even thought about that. Yeah, that can put a big damper on there.
Yeah. Kelly says it's like Casey says hola, Ozzy. He's like,
here comes Ozzy
he's
again.
saying hello too.
Hey, dude. Come here. Oh, wait.
So
say hi. Look. Say hi to everybody. Look up there. Up there. No, you're looking down there. You're not gonna look up at everybody
because
bright lights.
When you hold him, he's like, I don't know what to do. Oh my god, poor little guy. He doesn't know what to do.
He hates that. He does not like being picked up. Right?
And Mary's in the house too. Hi, Mary.
Mummy
said like we're looking good.
Thanks,
agree.
Mom.
So
you agree? Oh my god.
What?
You said you agree with my mom that we look good?
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of egotistical.
It did. I put a little bit extra today, so
Okay,
I'm
all right,
allowed
all
to
right,
say that. And
all
I'm
right,
just
all
saying.
right.
So anyway, Jose Rodriguez planning a few trips together. Oh, Bob and Tam is here.
Awesome, awesome.
And RV Wandering. Oh, actually, RV Wandering is Tom and Faye, and also the Snowdens are in Yuma, Arizona right now. They went today, I believe, to Los Algodones.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, good times, good memories over there.
Yep, yep.
So yeah, if you guys have any questions,
Randy and Carrie from Vegas are in the house. So everybody's here.
I know
Everybody is here.
By the way, I just want to say that after we post like we're gonna take a break thing, we receive a lot of messages and a lot of like saying thank you. No, kind of like good
A lot of
luck, you need
encouragement.
an encouragement and all stuff, but
Love
a lot of
love
messages. So I know a few of you like messaged me. Sorry for not replying yet. We literally took off of social media and social everything. It's like no YouTube, no Instagram, no Facebook, no nothing. We can't we're really gonna take a time off so we can come back strong. And we did it. So I still owe you some replies over there.
Yep. Again, yes. I just saw a question come in caps. Bob knows that he knows the drill, man. If you do have a specific question, put it in all caps so that it'll stick out from the rest of the
And
folks.
it's Bob Jensen.
Bob Jensen, yeah. Bob
I
and
can believe
his wife Diane just got back.
You're back from Mexico.
Yeah, they were down in Baja, Mexico, and they were down there in their home built Class B. It's pretty badass. And he asked how many hours of kiteboarding lessons I got when I was in Mexico, and I did over 3 or 4 days, probably 6 to 8 hours, somewhere around in there. I would say closer to 8 hours. I was able to get up on the board and ride a couple of 100 yards on the very final day. I did it down there, and then the wind died out, and I couldn't do it anymore. And then there was this weird disconnect between riding on the kiteboard, which is like wakeboarding, and then flying a kite at the same time. So when I was down in the Keys, that's why I did the wakeboard thing, where it just pulls you on the cable back and forth, just gives you board skills. And then hopefully this week I'll be able to put it all together. And I hope so, since I now have
But
equipment.
you answer how many hours?
So how many hours? Yeah, about 6 or 8 hours, I would think.
In Mexico?
Yeah, total.
Yeah, I think about
it was quite a bit. It was a lot of getting dragged through the ocean, drowning and sucking in salt water.
In Los Barriles about what 4 or 5, and then La Ventana was another 2.
Yeah, somewhere around in there. Yeah, somewhere around in there. But it was pretty cool.
And right now, coming up is gonna be another probably 1 to 2 coming up.
Yeah, I'm hoping a couple of hours of refresher, and then from there I can just be on my own, just kind of practicing the skills. It's just getting up on that board. So thank you, Jose. He says I can do it. So I appreciate that.
Rowdy one, it's here.
Alan's in the house. Cool.
Heading northwest this summer or heading west?
So I think we should. I think we might as well drop the bomb.
Who's gonna come?
Yeah. We have decided that we are going to do a caravan to Baja, Mexico next year. So after the Quartzsite RV show, we're going to take about a week off from there and allow everybody to gather their thoughts, pick a spot to meet, Yuma somewhere probably. And then we are going to do a caravan to Baja. We have not got all the specifics yet, not even close.
Yeah, don't ask us for specific dates. We have like a overall map out how we will do it, but we still need to even us know more specifics about timing, about cost, about everything, all the stuff that we need, how many we can take, because it also depends on how many we can fit in certain places.
Right.
So it's gonna be so with that being said, the answer to the question is we're heading west.
Yeah, we're gonna head west. I think we're gonna loop up through the Midwest and do some of that. We're not going to be heading up into the Northeast, unfortunately, Alan, but we are going to kind of flow up through St. Louis. We want to do St. Louis. That's where Lori and I actually first met for the first time ever. So we want to go up through there and kind of like reminisce about where we first met. Lori's probably going to have hot sweats and chills and curl up on the floor in the fetal position. But we want to go up there and check that out. And we're going to and then work our way over. The again, loosely laid plan is somewhere in November. Lori and I are going to go down by ourselves, take a quick blast down, and check out some locations for where we can fit, how many coaches we think we are going to be able to fit, and that sort of thing. So we'll get sign up and all that kind of stuff done soon. We'll talk about exactly the dates soon. We will say this. It's going to be super hard to make everybody happy on the amount of time we spend down there. We somewhat mapped out a route down and back, and with all of the stops in between and the things that you want to see and some of the activities that you want to do, like whale watching and things like that, we calculate that at very, very minimum, it's a 2-month thing. So just so that you guys know, I know everybody's going, I'm in, sign me up and all that kind of stuff, but minimum is going to be 2 months, guys. So you're going to spend 60 days minimum down and back. You figure if you go, 10 to 12 days down, checking out various places on the way down, and then that same amount on the way back, that's a month in itself, 24 days. And then spending a month down there, checking out areas in, on, and around the peninsula, down at Los Barillas and the kiteboarding area, and doing some activities down there. There's so much snorkeling, and there's the turtle place, and there's so much stuff to do down there. All of those activities, we have to get all of that stuff lined up yet. And we're figuring 60 days minimum. So that's what we're looking at.
I know a lot of you guys, that's a turnoff because you're like, I just want to go for 2 weeks in and out, but you're not going to see anything. You're not going to experience anything.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to the prettiest part of Baja. Like, that's the one thing we saw with other caravans. We're not going to mention caravan names.
No.
But we saw in other caravans that they don't even get to the prettier part.
They do 2 to 3 weeks and only go down as far as Loreto. And it's like, that's not Baja.
Or Guerrero Negro. That is like, it's an experience, but
right.
It's not the prettiest part.
It's not the prettiest part of Baja. Baja Sur, southern Baja, is the prettiest spot. So that's all we know about that so far.
Details are going to come up, and definitely it's going to be after courtside time, because we still want to do our meetup like we always do every time we're in courtside. But if it's something you will be interested, stay tuned in. And once we have more details, we will release all of that information to you so you can actually make a better judgment if you would like to go or not.
Right. And I saw Kevin says Mexico 1 is for the week. I will tell you, Kevin, Mexico 5 is almost completely finished.
It's repaved, redone, and supposed to be amazing.
Bob and Diane went down through there, and they said there's only a couple of bridges that you have to go down and around. Other than that, it's completely paved and done all the way down. So
we might be able to experience it again.
We might be able to experience it again.
Paved out,
and do Puertocito and hang out in the hot springs on the Gulf of Mexico.
I don't think we can fit that many people in those hot springs.
There's all kinds of hot springs on there.
We will all be like,
you'll get in close and tight. You might have to there'll be like this a little bit, and there'll be some of that going on. But
we're in a Speedo, like that.
Yeah.
Bob and Tam says, did you get your Dr. Pepper shake?
No, some people were showing me the Dr. Pepper shake from somewhere. I think it was damn it, George, somebody. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it was George, but I did not. I've kind of not been doing dairy, so. I've kind of sworn off of dairy. I haven't been doing ice cream or chocolate, like milk chocolate, any of that kind of stuff. So yeah, the shake thing will be tough for me. So, but I did see that, and it looks delicious and sounds delicious. I might do it just to check it out. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's it, and so that's gonna happen. I am also, Lori doesn't even know this, but I've also been communicating with some places. About the RV thing too, and I
know
I have no specifics on that at all, other than the fact that if we do an RV thing too, it will be the week before a full week before the courtside RV show. So I've been talking to a couple of places or messaging a few places in the Phoenix area to do that. And I have some calls to make next week. So RV thing 2, West Coast. It's tentative.
I
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But
By the way, they said the Dr. Pepper shake is in Whataburger.
oh well, if it's at Whataburger, then I can't do it.
I think that's
That's a Texas
a
thing.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they
Maybe a
have
little
them.
bit on the West Coast.
Maybe Louisiana as well.
Yeah,
Not sure.
we'll have to see.
Uh,
Yeah, Kevin says RVTWC. RVT water closet. West Coast. Yes.
RV thing.
So awesome. So yeah, that's what's been going on with us. So I guess that's it. Okay, we'll see you guys later. Good night.
No, but I think this time that we had time off, it was nice because we got to talk, we got to think a lot about what's in the future coming up and what we want to do. And not gonna lie, we were totally discouraged about the whole YouTube thing because just a lot of work with the reward being the friends, but no monetary really gain at all. So there is where we are like, yeah, do we want to keep doing it, investing the time in itself because we are not retired people, always need to work for a living. So because of that, we were really like going through all these thoughts, and we're like, we're still gonna try to pursue uh RV living and full time RVing and doing the things we love to do and bring some friends along with us too. So I think that's why we were like, we should do the caravan, we should do the everything. Well, the everything too. It was kind of like a little bit on the air too, but obviously.
Yeah, we definitely want to do the. I want to go back to Baja myself. Like I would go back for 4 months.
And now that you have your equipment,
and now that I have kiteboarding equipment, I definitely want to go back there. It's some of the best kiteboarding in the world. So I definitely want to do that. I saw some things coming through here that these guys are
Mark
awesome.
says everything too. The revenge of the yoga pants.
Revenge of the yoga pants. I thought that's awesome. Marty says, did I order the big wheels yet? So yeah, that big wheel races would be awesome.
Chuck Bradford says any from the RV1 t-shirts for those of us who didn't have some.
I haven't, and I need to really look at that. I have not. Yeah, because I'm trying to think of how to do it without it being a complete. Because here's the thing, guys. If you do the drop ship type t-shirts, like the ones that we were doing for, I thought I was wearing my Motorhome Experiment t-shirt, just a black Harley shirt. When you do those drop ship ones where you order it, they make one, and then they ship it to you. The people that make all the money on that is the t-shirt company, because they charge a ridiculous amount for a t-shirt to instant print them, or it's called direct print. So they direct print them and then ship them out. So a black t-shirt like this, just a black shirt with nothing on it, is about $2 to $3. A print normally, a single color print is normally going to cost you a buck or two. The RV thing, of course, is a crazy ass 5-color print. So at the very most, it would be a $5 or $6 thing. So the shirt should be in them about $8. So we should be able to retail them for about $14 or $15, right? Well, you can't, because the t-shirt company does all this because it's an immediate print. Anyways, that's why a black t-shirt is $25 through them, and it's because it includes shipping and all that kind of stuff. The good thing about that is that we don't have to worry about trying to get 50 or 100 or 200 t-shirts in to the RV, have them stacked up all over the place, and worry about trying to ship them out somewhere. It makes that so much simple. But I feel weird about charging $20 to $25 for a freaking t-shirt.
It's like
Bob, it is what it is.
Like even Bob and Tom's, they suggest pre-order and have some before we go.
Right. Well, yeah. If going into the RV thing too, we will definitely do a pre-order. It'll come with when people are buying tickets, the t-shirt will be an option. You just select the t-shirt, your size, and we'll get them all ordered at a t-shirt company in Phoenix, have them bulk printed, and we'll be able to do a much better price on them. Absolutely. That was kind of an afterthought. I really didn't think that many people would want t-shirts, and it turned out that the majority of the people did. So yeah, it's my fault.
Just thank you to Rowdy One. He actually sent $20. He said, even though you're not coming Northeast, your belated Christmas present. LOL. Be safe and be well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alan. I could take it as an early birthday present. My birthday's in March, so I'll take it as an early birthday present.
Late March.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. I guess it's for Lori too. We'll take it as a late Christmas present.
It's okay. You can take it. It's like Brenda Costa, would the RV thing to be on the West Coast? Absolutely.
Yes.
That is for sure. We're heading that way. First of all, second of all, it will be around courtside, and then after that, obviously, we're gonna head south from there. So,
Absolutely.
yes.
Summit Dave's in the house. What up, Dave? Donald San Diego's back. Yeah, coming back to California. Yeah, we are, Donald, but we're going to be kind of doing California, we won't be in California till after the Baja Caravan. So anyways, it's going to be a super busy year for us, putting those two things together, but really, really fun. But I am going to tell you guys right now that when the videos start coming out, I am probably not going to keep up with comments like I had in the past, like just answering every comment. I'm probably not going to do that. I just don't see how that's going to be possible. So know that I read almost every comment because it pops into my phone and says new comment, new comment, new comment. So I get those notifications and I'll read them and I'll go, hey, Lori, check out this funny bastard. And then I read the comment to Lori. So, we do read them all, but to respond to all those, I think that's one thing that I've got to just let go. I want to respond to everybody, and I need to let go and just go, look, it's not possible. And I want to focus on doing these other things that are for the entire RVing community, not just our community. At least I hope that the RV thing becomes something bigger than this. Isn't about the Motorhome Experiment. This is about the entire RV community. I want people who don't even know the channel to come out. And we actually had a couple of people that heard about the RV thing through various people and wound up coming out. They didn't know the channel and they wound up coming out to Lakeland, which was kind of funny. I had people go, hey, can we come? And I'm like, oh, cool. How long have you been watching the channel? And they're like, oh, we've never seen it before. We heard from somebody at a campground that you were doing this thing. And we were like, yeah, awesome. So that was really cool. And I want more of that to happen because I want it to be an RV related thing for everybody in the RV community. So you guys will help us get the word out and we can blow this thing up into something really, really cool. I don't know where I'm going to get 50 big wheels for big wheel races, but I've got all kinds of crazy ideas for having us all act like kids again. So hopefully we'll be able to pull that off.
That can be dangerous always.
Maybe we can set a world record for the most men in yoga pants.
We should do like a theme, theme yoga, something like that. RV Wandering says, give Randy and Deb, our RV journeys, some love. They lost a transmission today on the way to Algodones.
Who's that?
So Deb and Randy, they lost their Jeep transmission on their way to Algodones.
Oh, really?
Ouch.
Oh, no.
That's gonna cost.
Sorry to hear that, Deb and Randy. Lost their transmission in their Jeep. That kind of sucks.
Kevin says, "Is like, did you all not get out of the car and try to find it?"
Jesus, that's funny. They're funny.
Jose Sosa, do the RV thing too for a week. Holy crap, you want to kill us?
Yeah, it was tough enough for 4 days.
Because it's not 4 days. It's like the the event and the post.
Right.
So it's like it's a lot in between too. Team in San Diego, do you think you can plan a meetup in San Diego? Absolutely. When we are over there.
Yeah, we'll be doing it again over there, Tim. Maybe you'll be able to roll over to Phoenix, man, when we do the RV thing. We could have you play at the RV thing. I know you play piano or something, right? So you come on out.
Okay, let's make it public. Ali says, just in case you were wondering, my birthday is on Monday. So
that's
Ali's
right.
Birthday is on Monday.
And when they're not close enough, we get to spend time with her on our birthday. That kind of sucks. They're up in Georgia now. They're really getting into the whole RV thing. They're getting into not the RV thing, but the whole RV traveling thing. And they're doing some exploring. They're out there on Jekyll Island. They went to the Turtle Hospital. They're seeing what this amazing country has to offer, and they're getting out and seeing stuff, which is awesome. I'm really, really happy for those guys. That's amazing.
Well, the funny thing is that Johnny says it's like nobody was wondering, Ali.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
That's cute. Well, we will give you a call.
Cheryl says, enjoying a Beyond Burger recently. We did have the Beyond Burger, as you guys saw.
Oh my god. It's like talking about controversial. It's just a burger, people.
Yeah, I ate a Beyond Burger and somebody freaked out. chemical laced. Ah, it's like, oh my goodness. If you think the food you're eating isn't chemical laced, you are delusional, folks. All of our food has crazy ass chemicals in it. It's crazy. But yes, I did have a Beyond Burger there at Ford's. What's really cool is the way they stamped the bun. That was awesome with Ford's on it, Ford's Garage. But we actually had for dinner yesterday, we had an Impossible Burger at
By the way,
Burger King.
Ford's Garage, what a cool place. Like, it's such a neat with the cars like suspending from the ceiling, and it's like, and it looks like a garage. Then they have where they bring the onion rings. We didn't order them, but we saw another tables. It's a funnel upside
an upside down funnel.
And then your napkins are roll up on this like very
automotive looking
like
thing.
clamps. Yeah, I can't remember how they're called, but it's like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
place.
Ford's Garage is really amazing. I guess they're only here in Central Florida. Like, I don't know.
I know,
but they have all like old Fords from the ceiling, and
I know Lynn and Fred is like, oh yeah, we've been here once. It's okay. And we're like, oh my god, it's so cool.
Yeah, we really liked it. Well, of course we're Ford fans, and we're car fans too. So that was pretty cool. Ford is in Ford the guy. I'm not really a Ford fan. I'm more a Chevy fan, but Ford the man, yeah, kind of a fan.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to go through the comments, but I think I'm gonna flip to the bottom just to keep up. Because everybody's talking about being there for the RV thing too, being there for Mexico, so that's awesome. What?
Mark Fitzroy says cocaine is natural. You are correct, Mark.
So it's arsenic.
So it's arsenic. Yeah, exactly. More cocaine for everybody. Woo. No, if my grandkids are listening, that's not correct. Don't listen to me, grandkids.
I hope they're not listening. Okay.
Is John Sanasi in the house? I didn't see
yes,
Sanasi.
He is.
Hey, Sanasi, there he is.
They're all even talking.
Oh, yeah, they're all hanging out talking. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's the thing, people. I know a lot of you guys here in the chat, you didn't make it to the RV thing, and there will be the second one coming up. But a lot of these people in the chat, actually, they got to meet each other and everything, like the RV thing. So the cool thing about that is like you get to make friends, and when you jump in the chat, it's like you know who you're talking to.
Right.
So as much as you are like, oh, I don't know anybody, I'm not gonna know anybody. Once you get there, you're gonna make friends for sure.
Yep. Marty Emmerich says, "How's my son doing?" He's doing good, Marty. He's says he's happy. He says he's having a good time. Like, the kid's living in paradise. I'm assuming that he's struggling financially because it's super expensive to live there.
He just got a promotion. Who knows what he does now, but he just got. And I think after that, it was just a big help for him.
Yeah. So now he's actually tending bar there. So at this Duke's restaurant, which is this crazy busy ass restaurant. It's one of those places that immediately when the doors open, it's just packed with people, and it's that way until they have to kick everybody out. And it's right on the beach in Waikiki. It's an absolute amazing setting. Just everybody in the staff, it's all beautiful women, beautiful men, and it's just a great place to work. So that part of it is awesome. It's got to be tough to have a job there that that pays an average wage, and housing is so expensive. So I know he's living with 3 or 4 or 5 other people, but he's happy. He's having a good time. He says he's loving life. So that's all we can do. And as long as he's happy, then we're good.
Mr. Roboto says, I'm just going to suggest La Lucha Libre theme for the male yoga.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I want to see like guys coming out with the mask, with
that
the
would
Lucha
be
Libre
hilarious.
mask and everything.
Absolutely hilarious. Allie says, my grandkids heard everything. Bad Grandpa. Yeah, I am Bad Grandpa. Have you guys ever seen the movie Bad Grandpa? It's freaking hilarious. Most of you guys will hate it, but it is freaking hilarious.
There's 2 Bad Grandpas. The title might be slightly different.
There's
but
Bad
there's
Santa, and then there's Bad Grandpa.
No. The Bad Grandpa with
Zac Efron and Robert De Niro is freaking hilarious.
But there is one with the other one with the guy from Jackass. I forgot his name. But one of the guy of Jackass, they did like one that was called Bad Grandpa.
Yeah, I don't think it was Bad Grandpa. I think it's something else.
Something Grandpa. If you guys remember, put it on.
Anyways.
Dennis Bierman, he also donated $20. Thank you so much. Just want to support the best YouTube channel. Ah, thank you so
The best
much.
YouTube channel that hasn't done anything in
It's
2 months.
should we forward that money to the best YouTube channel?
Yeah, who are we supposed to send that to, Dennis?
No, thank you so much. We totally
Thank you,
appreciate
Dennis. We appreciate that, brother. That's awesome. That is awesome.
it. Johnny says Kerman to Banff. We have never been to Banff,
Yeah, we have never been there either.
although Dawn claims that we've been there. But
Yeah.
do you guys have a home base, John Hall? No, we don't.
We do not know.
I think we have not lately, but we have talked with the idea of at some point having. I don't think we will have a home base anywhere at any point. I think we're gonna have like a seasonal home.
Wow.
No seasonal home. We talk about like having
I
something
cannot
seasonal.
believe this is coming out of her mouth.
No, we talk about.
That she's not going to have a home base.
I think we talk about having something. Traveling gets addictive, people. Traveling gets addictive. So even I was talking to my mom last weekend, and she was like, "When are you gonna stop?" And I'm like, because she told me I thought it was only gonna be for 1 year, and I'm like, I thought so too, but it's like it's addicted to be traveling everywhere. So I'm not sure when we're gonna stop. I guess when we get tired. With that being said, we were talking about like I don't think we can see ourselves just stopping forever and ever and ever somewhere
and not
so
traveling.
I think like we will always keep something like whether it's an RV or a class B.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you were like, yeah, in the
Whatever.
class B. But
It'll
yeah,
never happen. She can't live with me in a class B. She would kill me.
I will
Kill me in a class B.
And like you will not kill me too.
Oh, I would definitely toss your ass out the door every now and then,
See?
but
Well, no, you will toss your own ass out the door. Like,
yeah, I would definitely
know,
toss my ass out the door every now and then to let you have your space.
Exactly, that's how it works. So we're talking to a couple that have a very small rig, and we're like, what happens when you guys can like get mad at each other or need some time off from each other? What happens with that? And they're like, oh, it's like I'm not gonna say the name, but it's like he said, I work outside the RV a lot. It's like on doing something outside the RV all the time. It's like that's our time off separate from each other. So he's outside, she is inside. So that's how we split it.
I appreciate that, Marty. Marty said he tried to become a $2 million Patreon, but it wouldn't let him subscribe. Now Patreon is it's done. I appreciate
Patreon
that.
is done. With that being said, that's another thing. I guess another thing that we're gonna comment. There is a new feature on YouTube. YouTube has a new feature trying kind of like for not splitting people between Patreon and YouTube and all that stuff, trying to keep it all in the same platform. And they did I don't know how this.
It's a membership of some sort, and I haven't got it all straight up, but it allows like different things to happen.
It's
so
a little bit kind of like patronish kind of thing. It's like where if you want to send $1 a month or $2 a month or something like that, you can always do that. And
it gives you access to little icons and crazy stuff, but we haven't figured it all out yet. But we are looking at that.
But that's
who knows?
probably coming up.
Kevin says the Motorhome Experience. Jesus, that's awesome.
We should really consider changing it to the experience. Like everybody calls it the Motorhome Experience.
Yeah. Well, see, you just said it's no longer an experiment, but every day is an experiment, isn't it, folks? Like every day. Especially if you live in my head, every day is an experiment. Trust me. I wake up, look up at the ceiling, and go, "What can I try today that's new and fun and weird?" So, like every day is an experiment, kind of thing. Like
you do?
Yeah, kind of. Like I think, what could I do today that's like different than yesterday? I kind of think that. Like, what fun thing can I do today that I've never done before? So, of course, you can't do a different thing every day because that would get really expensive. But
our RV journalist, Deb and Randy, will you post some tips for traveling to Mexico before the caravan? Whether take pesos versus US cash, etc., etc., etc. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, once we post all the details and everything about Mexico, and people are going in, probably we're gonna do a private Facebook group where we can all communicate if you have any questions, and I will post some things about it, how to get prepared and all that stuff. But with that being said, also I want to get with the group in itself. I want, even way before going to Mexico in itself, probably getting together to do some classes as well.
Yeah.
some classes about what, not only what to expect, but even Spanish, a little bit basic Spanish classes. Because when we go, let's say, to the gas station, it's not like I can be with everybody. So if I can give you very specific instructions on how to ask for a full tank and stuff like that, and you can do it on your own and be independent, that will be amazing. So I think even beforehand, we will do not only lives or videos, interactions, and Facebook group and all that stuff to get prepared to go down
Yeah.
to Mexico. So yes.
Yeah, we have someone that can do Spanish classes, so that's kind of cool.
Yes. So that was a question.
Cheryl says, we love you guys, but LaPlaya is calling for dinner and live music. Richard, Scott, Tina, and I are going over to meet Rhonda. The Los Barillas group has left the building.
Bye, Scott, Tina.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Scott,
Richard,
Tina,
Cheryl.
Richard, Cheryl. See you guys. Tell
Say
Rhonda
hello
and
to
Helgi.
Rhonda.
We said
Yeah.
howdy. If you see Vicky and her husband out, tell them we said howdy. That's an amazing community down there. It's so crazy.
Oh, Mari says, what happened to the software you were using to show the questions?
Oh, well, I still have it. So, Marty, this is what happened to the software you were using that shows the questions. I haven't been pushing the button. So, yeah.
Golda's woman says, oh, well, that question is to Kevin. Is like, will you and Laura consider one of those big overland vehicles? It's like, I think they're more like right now boat hungry.
Yeah, I think
overland.
Kevin is I think rather than looking at overlander vehicles, I think he's going to spend it on a boat. He's got the boat bug, man.
Might not be vegan RV, might be now vegan. I don't know how you do like boat in a short way. That would be the question.
Kevin says they're being lazy AF. Lazy American folks, lazy altered,
Mr. Robota would love a caravan to Maritime Canada in summer. PEI, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. That's a beautiful part.
Yeah, that would be really cool as well.
Too. Just like going to polar opposite sides.
Right.
It's like kind of.
We will talk about that as well, as once we see how this goes, if it's an utter disaster or how it works.
Why you have to be negative? Nothing is a disaster. They're all lessons.
I'm not being negative, Lori. I'm being realistic.
There are lessons to be learned.
I'm being a realist, Lori.
There's lessons to be learned.
If we learn any lessons from this, we will see about maybe doing other caravans like Alaska or, the Northeast. Because the Northeast and doing PEI, Nova Scotia and all that, and then swinging into Quebec and Montreal and Quebec City, it would be that was amazing up there. Absolutely amazing.
Do you see? Oh, okay.
Carl Black says, can you get diesel in Mexico? Absolutely. You sure can.
Yes. I know there is a little thing about like a certain year of your diesel. Here's the thing. The new diesels have the, what is it? The DEF?
The DEF. Just bring DEF with you.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you have. Because we have seen new diesels going down there.
Yeah.
And they offer diesel over there. But it's not specific. It doesn't say specific it's DEF. But I'm assuming even in Mexico, all the new trucks.
Yeah, there's brand new. They have brand new trucks and stuff down there.
I think,
brand new tractor trailers. But yeah, you can get diesel all over the place down there.
And Chuck, I have a question about that one.
Chuck.
Like if you are, there you go.
Chuck Bradford, have you figured a way to post all the RV1 footage? I've got a bunch of it. I just need to get it uploaded. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want to do that, how I want to do that, and what sections I want to do that. So I will get a bunch of that up, Chuck. I apologize again. We've been just lazy and kicking back. As Kevin said, we've been lazy AF. So we've been just enjoying ourselves and hanging out.
Kevin says the 3-hour tour. The funny thing about the 3-hour tour, Paul bought the first season of Gilligan's Island, and just before we go to sleep, we usually put one episode.
Yeah, we've been watching Gilligan's Island the first season.
Yeah, because it's like I have seen probably 2 or 3 episodes when I was very little and kind of like didn't pay that much attention.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we started talking about it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what we said. And he's like, "What? You have never really seen Killing Yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of." So he actually bought the first season, and we have been watching it.
I wanted Lori to see my alter ego Gilligan.
So yeah. Anyway, just
So Mickey Peacebox says, when is Mexico? So no, we do not have a specific date yet. We're still working that out, but it will be approximately a week after the Quartzsite RV show in 2021. So a week to 10 days, something around in there. And
another.
Allie says she wants a beer.
Well,
Go to the fridge. While you're there, might as well get Johnny one too.
that RV feature is just
That
amazing.
RV feature that Johnny loves so much.
Kevin said, "I heard the caravan is already sold out."
Yeah, pretty much. We'll see, because this is how we'll do it. We're gonna like find out what attractions. This is gonna be the tough part. Like there's gonna be attractions, like there's gonna be whale watching, and there's going to be probably going, doing a snorkel trip while we're in Cabo, or maybe even down in Cabo Pomo or something like that, or maybe we do some kind of deal with the ATV. I would love to do a deal where we can get ATV or UTV rentals. We're in Los Barillas and go do a trip up through the Arroyo. So all that kind of stuff we have to work out and figure out. Okay, do we do that on an individual basis? Do we have I'll have to do maybe a sign up list and say, okay, we have this many people want to do whale watching, this many people want to do snorkeling, because I know everybody's not going to want to do all of that stuff, but that's how we're going to have to figure out that, and then go, okay, well, here are the prices on all of this stuff. And then once all that comes out and you calculate fuel, here's how you're going to calculate a fuel cost, folks. It's 1,000 miles down from San Diego, 1,000 miles back, so about 2,000 miles total. Figure in an extra 500 miles of touring around when you're down there, just to put a nice big round number on it. 2,500 miles, divide that by whatever amount of miles per gallon your coach gets, and then multiply it by about $4 a gallon. And that's going to be your fuel cost. And that's why we said spread it out over.
That's the biggest expense.
Yeah. Biggest expense is fuel, but spread that out over 60 days. Not too bad.
Chris Belafado. So Paul, you're saying there's a Quartzsite meetup. Yes.
Well, yeah.
AKA everything too.
Well, no. I mean, we'll be in court. I don't know if we'll do Quartzsite.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I think we are. Even if it's just a couple of days, we are.
Go a couple of days, and we'll do a meetup. We'll probably do a meetup there.
Because the
sure.
RV thing, yeah, we probably are not gonna do the RV thing on the actual Quartzsite area.
No. It's not happening.
Because it's like you need permits that are almost impossible to get and all stuff with BLM.
I do not want to work with the BLM. I'm going to go to I mean, again, the reason that everybody does it there is because they can go out on the BLM land and it's free. But technically, the insurance issues and all that kind of stuff, I'm not doing that. We're going to go to some kind of venue similar like we did in Lakeland, in the Phoenix area, and do it there. It costs a little bit more, but when you spread it out amongst everybody, it's not too bad. And it'll just be a whole lot nicer setting than Quartzsite. Quartzsite is a great community of people, but it's a dusty place. It's just a dusty, dirty place. When we were there for 10 days, by the time you leave, your RV is so trash dusty that you're hating life. So I don't want to do the meetup there. The RV thing will be a week before, and then we'll go to the Quartzsite show maybe for a few days. And then, yeah, we can do a meetup over there. Sure. But yeah, I'm not hanging out there for 10 days. No way. Not gonna happen.
I guess not.
No.
Yeah.
Bob and Tam said we drove 8,400 miles to the RV thing and back to Arizona. Wow, the country got really big. How did that happen? Which route did you guys take?
Thing. They went from Arizona to the RV thing, and I'm assuming they will.
Yeah, but it can't be 8,400 miles.
8,400. That's a lot of mileage.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's not possible.
They took like a big detour.
Yeah, they must have went through Canada.
Yeah.
Or maybe they went through Mexico.
Okay, Bob and Tammy, explain. He's like, I had a question here, and I kind of like.
Don says hello. Hello, Don.
So somebody asked us where we were. We are in Lake Manatee.
Yeah, we're in
State
Lake
Park.
Manatee State Park. So we are about 20 miles from the coast, about 10 or 15 miles from Bradenton, Florida, which is beautiful, beautiful little downtown. Anna Marie Island, St. Petersburg. We're really close to that whole area there.
Ken Jones, do you recommend taking a toad into Mexico? If you want to explore, yes.
Yeah.
With that being said, a very which one is it? Yeah, very low clearance vehicle. It will have a hard time in Mexico due to potholes or the speed bumps that sometimes is like speed walls. They're like huge. So just FYI.
Yeah. Well, but any normal car is any normal toad is fine. So not a problem at all. But yeah, I mean, we took our tow there, and you're probably best off to take a tow. Kevin Barry says sorry he's late, but what did he miss? He didn't miss anything. We haven't talked nothing. We haven't been talking about it. We've been just sitting here quietly with our hands full of just you haven't missed anything. Don, did you get my message? 61 days. Yes, I'm sorry I did not reply to your message. I don't think. Oh my God,
2 months.
2 months, and they're on the road. Congratulations, that's awesome.
That's crazy. An RW Crip. I'm not sure where that comment came from, but
says I was hoping. Funny bastard. RW Crip says I was hoping you'd clean your solar panels in a French maid's outfit. I can do that, dude. That will cost you though. That will cost you.
We need extra cash, so he will do it. Have you been to Venice, Florida?
Yes, we have.
We drove through there. We
stayed there.
Where?
At the park. The park is Venice, Florida, basically. The last park we just stayed at, Oscar Scherer is Venice, Florida. And then we drove down through Venice. It's kind of in limbo between Venice and Bradenton, but
so we have been.
So yeah,
kind of there, but no.
We didn't get out of the car and hang out a bunch. We just kind of drove through there quick. That's where we went and we drove through while we were waiting for pizza.
We went south. Yeah,
we were waiting for pizza, so we drove through there.
Are there any state parks or COE parks near Quartzsite for the meetup? I have no idea. For the most part, everybody around there just comes for free. I know there's private campgrounds, but I don't know about state parks.
Where was that?
Rowdy one.
Any state parks or Corps of Engineer parks near Quartzsite for the meetup? You don't. You mean to? Yeah, there's state parks there. There's state parks there, but the thing about Quartzsite is that there's 4 million square miles of BLM land that's all free. So the problem with going to a state park or a Corps of Engineer parks, Alan, are the permitting. You're dealing with the government bureaucracy, so the permits to have an event there and do all that kind of stuff is a nightmare. When I used to, when we had our event company and we used to do that sort of stuff, it sucked. And the insurance they want is insanity to be able to do the event there. So that's why we want to do some kind of private venue and not have to deal with that. But as far as if you're looking for places to stay, it's literally everywhere in, on, or around Quartzsite. It's $40 for 14 days, including water and dump at the what's it called? La Posa West. And that's where we recommend staying. It's right in town. It's a walk. You can walk or bicycle over to the main tent, and $40 for 14 days, water and electric. So that's where we recommend staying, I think, or I do anyways.
Maury Emmerich, where will you guys be when we hit the road on the fall of 2021? We'd love to meet up with you guys. We have no idea.
Marty, we don't know where we're going to be in the fall.
We don't know what we're doing exactly this summer. It's like, let alone what we're going to do in 2021.
Well, in the fall of this year, we know that we're going to be probably heading to Baja to do a scouting trip. But that's, after that is no. Timothy says, being a great grandpa is telling your grandkids stuff their parents would never tell them. That is true. And sugaring them up, putting them full of candy, and then sending them home.
Not like we have done it before.
No. place is Nokomis. Yes. Mr. Roboto, are you feeling recharged after your time away? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. It's been pretty cool. It's been weird. We have been taking care of some things. I've been I added some little gutter spouts to the top of the RV to get the water to spray out off the RV rather than run down the side of the RV. I'm replacing the and I will do a video on that because I got it in the computer board for the furnace. I had to get a new one of those. We turned the furnace on the other night because it was chilly and nothing happened. So we've got our little electric heater on now, but we found out that the furnace computer board is out. So I ordered a new one. I will do a quick video on replacing that and have that up soon. And we just been doing that sort of thing. It's like fixing stuff and getting some stuff ready.
Literally a long list of things that he has told me, like always, like I have no time to do that. I have no time to do that. Yeah. And then right now it's like, you have the time to do this, so you're gonna do it. And I have a long list of things he has postponed forever. With that being said, I think only 2 things are scratched off that list.
Chris and Brenda, Paul, just like you did the live tow dolly backup show, which was awesome at the RV thing, will you do a live kiteboarding show? I doubt I want to do a live kiteboarding thing. Like, I don't mind humiliating myself, but for that, I would rather learn how to do it first before I humiliate myself. And then I can humiliate myself on purpose rather than by accident. So probably not.
Kelly Epifania, RV thing in Sedona. That would be amazing, but I don't think we can fit many RVs in Sedona. At least not on any campground in Sedona.
Yeah, Kyle said Oscar's in Nokomis. Right. And Venice is the little town a little further south. Yes.
Is what I said.
Yes. RV thing in Sedona. No.
I just mentioned it. Like I literally just mentioned
it.
I
haven't heard that yet. I don't remember. I tune you out sometimes as I'm
goodness.
Talking.
Always.
So you cannot do the RV thing in Sedona in January. You could get snowed out. It will be not warm in Sedona because of the elevation there. In January, it'll be pretty chilly, and yeah, you could get snow.
With that being said, I would love to do it.
But that would be awesome.
That is one of my favorite places on the West Coast, Sedona. Like, hands down, love that place.
Yeah. RV Journey says, yeah, Devin Rainey, unless the government's locked out again, and then it's free. Absolutely.
Kevin, how are the solar videos?
Dude, you're an ass. Kevin Miller says, how are the solar videos? Let me see here. I gotta clean my glasses. This there. Oh, maybe this lens over here.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I just got my glasses all dirty. Giving Kevin the finger. Love you, dude. We need to talk, man.
Mark says, Lorena, are you doing some whip cracking? I can never. He doesn't care about that. He just like, I can be with it. Whip cracking. And he's like, yeah, sure. I'll do it later.
Bern O'Malley says, how many rigs showed up at the RV thing? We had 111 rigs and right around 250 people total. It was pretty cool. It was somewhere around in there.
Ryan, you're late to the chat. Any thoughts yet on what you want to do, where you want to go this summer? We already talk about that.
But just we're gonna kind of loop up through the Midwest. We're gonna do St. Louis up through Kansas City, Missouri.
I have to say, I'm not that hot in that.
Kansas City, Missouri.
I'm not hot in that idea because I know there's tornadoes every single year going up to that section, and I'm not happy about that.
And then out through Kansas, and then probably Colorado, and then we don't know. We don't really know. But we're going to be in that area.
Oh, Cheryl and Mark are here. Hey, Paul, Lorena, a little late, but here.
Where are you guys? Are you guys still over in Peace River?
No, they were north on the KOA. I can't remember.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That we were talking is like, oh my God, you guys went from Central Florida to North Florida when your time to go to the Keys. That is like, wow. Like,
yeah, where are you guys coming in the next little while? You have to shoot us a message we're going to be kind of hanging out in this area, in the southwest Florida area, and then a little bit of the central Florida area for the next little while. So maybe we'll run into you guys. Carrie and Randy are getting ready to fly the coop. That's awesome.
Lori Buchanan loves Sedona, but Valley of Fire State Park took my breath away. We love fire. I mean, that's like, it was in our short list of places to go all the time because the closeness to Las Vegas. But I think we went there so many times, but it's still beautiful, but became more normal to us to go there. And when we went to Sedona, it was like, oh my God, it was like, Valley of Fire, but exponentially, like mountains and everything everywhere, all red. So that was beautiful.
Again, both of those depend on weather. Like Valley of Fire in the summer is brutal, absolutely brutal. But spring and fall is awesome.
Aaron Young, RV thing in Ireland.
That would be awesome. Well, yeah.
European version.
The European RV thing. That would be awesome.
The Australian version.
Absolutely, that'd be very cool. So I have to just say, Don officially retired yesterday. Bring on the full-time RVing. Congratulations, Don. Mark Fitzroy says,
I thought it was 61 days. Didn't she say 61 days a few?
I think that's something to do with Kevin. She doesn't care about Kevin. She's just worried about herself. Oh. Yeah, she's not worried about her husband. She's just like, I'm retired. Screw him. I'm RVing.
Well, that's our job as wife.
Right. Mark Fitzroy says, you're so stopping by if you come through Kansas.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I'm way back.
Yeah, you don't try to stay back. You can't keep up. If we didn't get to your question, make sure you repeat it, because trying to stay back is, you're gonna get in trouble.
Goldust Woman. Oh, you're with Mark. Goldust Woman. It says, Lorena, do you have sport hobbies to do while Paul is trying to drown himself in the Sea of Cortez? I like that. I don't know what sport hobbies will be like. Beach lounging. I'll do that. That's sport. That's a hobby. Well, he's trying to drown himself. I don't know. Like Paul has been trying to kind of like tug me into.
It's her hobby.
No, it's not.
It's not.
But Paul has been trying to tell me to learn kiteboarding too, so we could go together.
I told her what better thing to be going down into, St. Martin or places like that and go kiteboarding.
I know, and we met this couple from. I don't know.
Not Germany. The other side of it.
Belgium. From Belgium, and they actually plan their trips to kiteboard. That's what they're into, kiteboarding
all over the world.
But she kiteboards only on perfect conditions, and he kiteboards all the time. So basically, she lounges at the beach unless it's perfect conditions, and she will do it. Otherwise,
the water's warm, the wind is perfect.
So I told Paul I might be into that part of it. So maybe if it's perfect conditions, yes. But I mean, as a sport, what can you do in the beach as a sport? I like my paddleboard.
You can do that flipping,
but it's windy.
The flipping thing, handsprings, back springs, like run down the beach and then do handsprings and back springs. You could do that
at the beach.
Yeah.
I have seen too many fail armies. The other day, actually, we put fail army on the TV. Oh my God, these people.
Cheryl says they're on their way to Sunshine Key tomorrow. So where are you guys now? You guys must have blown right past us.
Chris and Brendan Mills learning you could learn how to patch inflatable kayaks. It's like, as a hobby, I have to say, it's like our kayak, Paul did an amazing job because we have had kayak for 2 years, right? We travel and use it a lot and everything. So it was bound to happen at some point. And Paul called the company and they said, yes, there's 60 days back order. They have
45 to 60. No, 4 to 6 weeks back order on the bladder.
So we were like, we're not gonna wait that long to get the bladder. So Paul went to Lowe's.
I went to Lowe's, and
first you tried with something else.
I tried with the patch kit that comes with, and it wouldn't hold because it was right on the seam. So then we went to Lowe's and we got some silicone adhesive, and I got the that as seen on TV tape. What's that stuff? The Flex Seal as seen on TV tape, and I put the adhesive along the seam, and then I put the Flex Seal tape over top of that. Boom, baby, fixed it up perfect. We've been using it now for the last week or two, and it holds there seemingly better than it did before. So it's awesome. So two thumbs up for Flex Seal.
Yeah, we have been using it afterwards, and we will actually wait and still order the new bladder.
Yeah. We're gonna order
we can still use it until we have that. Then it says, Lauren, and you can take up metal detecting on the beach. That will never happen, people. Not me.
You could like get those like tall socks, and you could wear that with sandals, and then you could get a goofy hat, and then you could just metal detect on the beach. That'd be awesome, and you might find treasure.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Red Moon RV, Lauren, are you still enjoying the paddleboard? Yes. It's like I love the paddleboard. I was on Paul the other day. I know that's just me and my insanity that I have in my head sometimes, but it's like sometimes I get very scared very easy about random things. And I always have to kind of like be talking to myself, it's not gonna happen to you. Like every time I go to snorkel, I always get like inside like very anxious, and I was talking to myself saying, you're not gonna be that person, you're not gonna get attacked by a shark or anything like that. You're not gonna
You won't be the chosen one.
You will not be the one in a million, right? So it's like you're not gonna be. So I always have to do that. And paddleboard is the same way. If it's in a lake or something like that, I have no problem. Like I love it. But if it's in the ocean, I tell Paul, I'm a little bit kind of like queasy about doing an ocean, just for the reason that I feel like a rip current is gonna take me into the ocean. Like it's gonna take me in. So that's kind of like my biggest fear, I guess. But I mean, I still try it, and I still do it.
Yeah. And we love the paddleboard. We'll go on the paddleboard together. We actually, when we were trying to get the kayak sorted out, broke, we put the paddleboard and together, and we'd go paddled in together on that. So that's kind of cool. Again, if you have a question, guys, and we haven't got to it, make sure you copy it and paste it later on if we skip over you, because they're coming fast and furious.
Tim in San Diego, in Mexico, can you go climbing, and do you need a license? I have no idea, if I'm honest with you. People there seem to do whatever they want to do.
Tim, in Mexico, I don't think you need a license for anything, really. Not even to drive a car down there.
I mean, probably you do need something, but who's patrolling that, or who is actually nobody? Yeah,
nobody's patrolling that. But Donald Santiago, did you ever hear of the railroad about their crossing problem? No, I mean, I let the insurance company they took care of it, and it was up to the insurance company to go. The really screwed up thing about that is we were looking at insurance for updating our insurance, and we were looking at maybe even moving companies because of the whole full-time RVing and stuff. And it's actually going to make our insurance go up, because now we have a claim that's not even our fault. Insurance is so maddening, it's ridiculous. But yeah, now we have a claim that we've put in, so now suddenly that becomes our fault, and our insurance will go up. So
when is St. Patrick's Day, people?
March 17th.
March 17th. Yeah. Oh, okay, so no, it's like Jackie. She's asking, we'll be on Ocala for St. Patty's Day, maybe meet up. No, we will not be in that area, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even know. St. Patrick's Day is never something that we're pretty bad about celebrating stuff like that, like St. Patrick's Day or even Valentine's Day. Like out of the bat, like when we got together, Paul told me, for me, that's a very commercial day. I don't like to celebrate it. I celebrate you every day, our love every day, but not that day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yes.
Saves me about $30 a year in roses. Just kidding.
Well, you know me better.
Yeah, she would. Not a roses person.
I don't like flowers. For me,
she would rather go out to dinner or do something like that.
They die.
Yeah, they die.
So
Chris and Brenna said jet skiing in the Sea of Cortez would be a blast. I agree. That would be awesome. John Chalker, Waterbury, Connecticut. Hey, John, we miss you too, buddy. We miss you too. Kevin says Dawn has to wait for me. She's the driving. Marty, do you have Progressive? That's who we were checking with today. And yeah, as soon as I put that claim thing in, it shoots the friggin' insurance up
by almost double.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, and there, by the way, guys, another serious talk here. Paul and I, we have been talking very, very lately, and we're talking about the last few days about changing domicile.
Yeah.
Because we were like, okay, in Nevada, we're domiciling there, but it's kind of like we're not doing it the right way because there's
we just have a PO box. That's the only thing. We're not technically we don't have any domicile there technically.
Yeah, technically. So anyway, so we're starting to run into problems for that. like my brother's registration came back as denied, that I needed
Right.
an actual address. Some credits. I don't know if you. I know I have a few full timers here, but we're starting to get some credits about like, oh, it's like we need a utility bill from you, and we're like, what? It's like something that never will ask.
Financial institutions,
Financial
credit
institutions.
cards, banks, stuff like that.
Yes, because I have to say, people, Costco, 2% of your, we get 2%, but then if you get the credit card, you get 4% of fuel. So since we use that a lot, we could get 6% back on every time we fill up the RV. That's a lot of fuel. And we apply for that, and we're like, yeah, absolutely, but we need a utility bill from you, otherwise we cannot approve you.
Yeah, they wouldn't accept the address.
They would not accept a bank statement or a phone bill or something like that.
Yeah,
so
they want a home address, not a mailing address from any mail company. So
anyway,
interesting.
So we have been talking about changing domicile, and we were obviously like any year between the three, the Texas, South Dakota, and Florida. And we narrowed it down actually to pretty much Florida. And we have been thinking about doing the change. Today, literally, we were kind of like talking about it. It's like, if we're going to do it, we need to do it while we're here so we can get everything done and be done with it. Because after that, after getting the driver's license physically and all that stuff, we don't have to come back here. We can just renew online everything.
Right.
But yes, anyway.
And we get discounts on Disney. So we were thinking about Florida.
And state parks too.
Yeah.
Prime reservations. So a few things. So anyway, so that's one of the changes we have been thinking on doing lately.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep you posted on that.
Mm-hmm. Allie said use her address. We would never do that. We feel weird about that. Yeah. Red Moon RV says, we're considering an RV lot with a small casita or coach house in the south somewhere after a sale of our house later this year. Do you ever consider similar things? Yes. Yeah, that's one of the things that we thought about rather than buying a house, is doing a pad and a casita. We talked about that, but we don't really know. I mean, it's been a passing comment.
One of the things, even this trip right here, that we have taken it slower with more time. We have scouted even Florida, because Paul and I always talk about like we should move to Florida. The weather's nice, there's ocean, beach time all the time. And for me, I was always against Florida. For me, it was bugs, alligators, humidity, and all that stuff. But now, I don't know, this year felt, I guess it's not that late in the year too. It has felt nice to be here, weather-wise, and not buggy and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, let's check it out. And we have been a lot to the beach areas and scouting that area. And I mean, it's not out of the question, maybe at some point getting something and put a little casita. But like he said, it's like, I also love Tahoe. I also love like the San Antonio, Austin area. I mean, so many places to love.
Yep.
So we always play with the idea. We just don't know if we will have a winter home or a summer home somewhere with a casita.
Ken Jones says, you miss us very much. Thank you, Ken. We miss you guys too. Karen, definitely don't buy our annual pass to domicile. We've been looking at that today too, and that can save us a whole bunch. And there's actually annual passes that are available to Florida residents that aren't available to other people, like a weekday only pass, which is awesome because we don't care about going on the weekend. So and it's super cheap. So yeah, we're definitely going to do that.
$350 for the annual pass.
Jose says we can live with him. Oh, he said use his address. I thought he was going to come to his house and stay there.
I was going to already start picking the decorations.
Yeah, we could have went over. Everything. Yeah, we could have painted our room and everything.
Start measuring. Awesome. It's like,
yeah.
I'm sure Iris was like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that, Jose. Okay, I'm taking off my glasses.
Taking off the glasses. Uh-oh, she's getting serious.
No, you read the questions, is what I'm saying. Or at least the comments.
Comments, yeah. Okay, Bob and Tam said, we're going to check South Dakota for mailing address, 5% sales tax. Yeah, Florida, the highest is 8.5%, but the majority is 6.5% to 7%, which is not bad. But yeah, 6% is, or 5% is really good.
Pretty good.
Brian, are you aware that Hood River, Oregon, near Portland, is a kiteboarding mecca? Absolutely, dude. I have the top 10 kiteboarding spots in the USA already mapped out on the map, ready to go, baby. So
guess where we're going on the future.
So yeah, I've got all the places already mapped out, and a few that I think aren't really big that I want to go to.
Okay, where are the places?
What's that?
So North Carolina is one of them. Hatteras,
right?
yeah.
Hatteras, of course. And then there's South Padre.
Okay.
All right. Oregon, Hood River in Oregon is another one. And actually up in Maine, not Maine. Yeah, I think Maine up in there. And then of course, you know, the ones down here. There's over near Fort Lauderdale. There is Tarpon Springs. There is Fort DeSoto here. And then there is down in the place we just came from, Curry Hammock in the Keys. And then I'm missing a couple of others, but they're mostly in warm areas. And then there's a couple of areas that I think the great
Marco Island, what's the one?
Marco Island is not one of them. That's just where Dimitri and those guys go. But also the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado has sand dunes there. So I'm thinking about picking up a snowboard and then try sand duning. I don't know. We'll see.
So I'm sure it will be in our travels in the future.
Yes.
The same way Kevin has been geeking out on boats, this guy has been geeking out on kiteboarding, everything.
Oh, cool. Stuart Little says we can live with them too.
Yeah, they have the apartment.
We can hang out with him and Michelle.
They actually
Brian and Michelle
have a house where they live in the bottom area that is very large, and then they have the top apartment where they used to have, I think, one of the in-laws, or I think Brian's mom, something like that. But right now it's empty, so we can always rent it out. I know there is a hot tub there.
Yeah, absolutely. Lori, the Buchanans are in the house. Try Glamis next fall. Yeah, I'd like to do that. That would be cool too.
I have never been to Glamis, but I hear a lot about it. It's mostly for the off-roading thing. Yeah.
Don says, how's the guys? There's so many questions, fast and furious. Don says, how's the Berkey holding up? It's awesome. It is one of the must-haves in an RV.
We just realized one thing. We took probably over a year, like almost a year and a half, before we changed the filters. And because we felt we didn't need it, we kept doing the test and the test, because they tell you like to have the food coloring and then just put it on the top. And then once it comes out, if it keeps coming out filtered, then you're good to go, right? It's when it starts not filtering, then you have to change the actual filters. And we kept doing that for a year and a half. We did not change them. Finally, we changed them. But it's amazing how long they last. So it's a big expense, but
the first expense.
But it lasts forever.
Yeah, they last forever. Allie, how are you guys liking yours? That's a good question. My daughter and son-in-law and grandkids got one. Marty says, do I realize that I'm 55 and not 25?
Yeah.
Damn it, dude.
This is when you have to kick it up a notch.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Gotta turn it up, baby.
Yeah.
Of course, when you hit the water really hard, you don't heal as quickly as you do when you're 25. So I'm trying to avoid that sort of stuff.
I have to say that's one of the things I love about this man here. He just doesn't take that like, oh, I'm this age, so I'm gonna slow down. He's like, no, it's like, let's have fun regardless of the age. And that's one of the things I love about Mexico. Los Barriles and La Ventana, you have a lot of the expats there, but they are so active and always doing something too. It's super cool.
Yep. Joan says Fred Howard Park in the Gulf in Dunedin, Florida. Yeah, that's Tarpon. That's near Tarpon Springs. So that's the place I meant, Joan. Is the Fred Howard Park. That's the really popular one down there. Kevin Barry says, tie into Bad Grandpa, watch Action Point. Okay, we're going to have to watch Action Point. We're going to have to write that down. What? Can you remember Action Point? It must be something to do with Bad Grandpa.
Yeah, I have to put it on my comments.
George is in the house. Hey, George. John Hall says, Lori can live with us. So you can live with him. I just have to find a place.
I sneak you in at night.
Thanks, John. So Allie says that she loves it. No more bottled water taking up space. It's a must. Absolutely. Like you get in the habit of just filling it, walking by it, filling it. We have the little sight glass so you can see how much water is in it. So you get used to doing that, but it's not that big of a deal. And the water that comes out of it tastes the exact same no matter where you go. That's one of the huge things for Lori. She's like the little girl from Signs. This water sucks. This water sucks. This water tastes funny. She's that.
I hate going to restaurants. When you go to a restaurant, they give you the ice water, because I like to drink my water, and all of a sudden you just have the gulp of water. It's like, oh, tastes funny. Like I'm like very much like that. Yes.
Yeah, but the Berkey, The water tastes the same no matter where you go.
Tasteless.
It's tasteless. It tastes the exact same. And we did that all the way through Mexico as well. It's been awesome.
And it doesn't take the space. Also, the bottled water just takes so much space, and without talking about the waste, obviously, but it's like takes so much space in your RV that you could be using for something else, or it's just on the way. So just get a Berkey, be done with it.
Karen, do you run 2 filters or 4 filters? We run 4 filters. So we don't think what we normally will do, Karen, is like at night before we go to bed, we check the Berkey and then we fill it. So in the morning when we wake up, we have our coffee. And then what we'll do is if there's still a little bit in there, maybe we'll pour our water for our coffee the night before. We fill up our soda stream bottles. We fill up our water bottles before we go to sleep. Yeah. And then we fill it up to the top and let it do it overnight. Yeah, if you have to sit and wait for it, it sucks. It's like watching paint dry because it drips. It takes so long. But if you time it right, and like I said, we kind of do it throughout the day. We'll just pop the top and do that. But yeah, it is.
But with that being said, we have been caught with we forgot to fill it up, and when we do it, it doesn't take that long. To get a cup of water or something like that. To get enough
to do a couple of cups of coffee. Deborah Rhymes says hi, you're too. First live show. Welcome, Deborah. We apologize in advance for anything we're going to say to offend you because it's going to happen. And when I say we, I mean me, not Lori. She's not going to offend you. Astrasia from Asturias. How do you say that? Asturias from San Diego. Say hi to Tim. Tim lives in San Diego. He's there too. Anytime after 35 is downhill. Tim, my man, I do not agree with that one. I've been cranking it up since then, man. I'm actually in almost as good a shape.
So he's telling me I am over the hill.
You're old. It's all downhill for you, Laurie.
Come on, Tim.
That's awesome. Somebody says, where did it just go?
Tell you what, being here in Florida makes you feel younger.
Yeah, just come to Florida and you'll feel much younger, especially Southwest Florida.
Everybody went to Costco the other day for a few things. I was telling Paul, he's like, "Oh my God, I feel young here. I'm the youngster here.
I feel like Cocoon, man. Like I'm a young dude." Janice says the Acuva, I'm assuming you mean filter, is great too. We love it. So I'll have to check that out. Find out what that is.
See, Aaron Young says that he will take you.
George. Oh, this is a private conversation. We're getting into a private conversation with Chris is asking George that Katrina keeps asking about you. What's up with that? Well, he's a sexy man. George is a sexy older guy. Well, Katrina is asking Chris about George. So I'm assuming that Chris is now getting a little jealous because Katrina keeps asking about George. So,
if you guys didn't know, most of you guys that went to the RV met George. He was one of our amazing friends and volunteers as well. He was the one working extremely hard in the lounge chair, directing you to a different place. That was George. And he has not been feeling good, so he had to rush back to Texas to go and see a doctor. So everybody send your good vibes and your good feelings to George because he needs it.
Mm-hmm. Aaron says he'll take me. See, somebody loves me. Asturias. Asturias. So it's Asturias RA, and it's a province in Spain. Oh, so you guys could probably habla español together.
Okay, hola.
Hola. Ken says he's feeling better and better about going to Baja. Dude, you gotta go. It's awesome. It's so much fun. What do
you mean better and better? Like you didn't feel good at the beginning?
Yeah, well, he's probably stopped watching the news and like all that stuff.
Come on.
Dude, guys, if you watch the news right now, you think everybody's going to die from the coronavirus. It's a bunch of baloney.
Oh, by the way, we found out if you have a Lysol in your house.
Lysol kills the human coronavirus.
It says on the back. It says it kills a human coronavirus.
Yeah. So I've started drinking it. I feel fine. Don't drink Lysol, kids, please.
We're gonna get sued now.
Yeah, don't drink Lysol.
Lysol.
Wash your hands. Don't cough at other people's faces. You're gonna be fine. All this stuff is a bunch of just it drives me crazy. 85,000 cases worldwide, folks. That's like 0.0001% of the population.
That's a few.
Well, if
Like
it spreads, then we'll worry about it then. But right now we have, what, 170 million cases of influenza in the United States. It's crazy.
You start sneezing, coughing by a smidge, and you're sleeping in the hammock because you're not getting infected.
That's awesome. Oh, John Sinesi says you got to drink Corona with lemon and lime. Not the
What?
coronavirus. Corona. Coronavirus with a side of Lyme disease. Oh, you guys are awesome.
Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, I was just looking at. It's Katie or Kathy? Not sure how.
Kathy.
It's like Kathy. I used to know when it's Katie and Kat. It's like
Kathy says, first time Ken has been willing to go. Thank you guys. Woo, 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 woo.
I hope you guys go.
Here's the problem, Kathy. Once you get them down there, you're going to have a hard time getting them to come back. That's the tough part. You get down there, the food's cheap, the weather's awesome, the beaches are amazing, the beer's cheap, the music is fun.
I think it's once
so fun.
You get used to the look. I think that's the hardest thing people have a hard time get past is like the look of Mexico. Besides that, people are amazing. Food is amazing.
Jackie, she says in their senior center, they say, play hard, stay hard.
I like that.
That is awesome. Paul and Anna from Canada here, working on getting 60 days off from work somehow. Hey, guys, what's happening? Paul and Anna, they came down to the RV thing. They were awesome.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, actually, Cheryl and Mark. Mark actually took his motorcycle down with his friends into Baja, going through all Baja.
So Cheryl and Mark Bennett, some of you guys might have met them at the RV thing.
They were very shy. They were actually very shy.
Yeah.
They stayed to themselves.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
They did come out of the water gun fight though, and then they did dance. They did dance in the rain with us, which was awesome. They danced the entire time in the rain with us, which was amazing. Mm-hmm. But he actually drove his motorcycle down there with a bunch of guys, and then they came back. So yeah, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Something, please. What?
I cannot write. I need to.
Nomadic Hobbyist says, "I want to go to Baja. Please buy my quilt shop. I'm not much of a quilter." Kevin says, "Let us know if you need a permission slip signed." A permission slip for something? Did I miss something? I need a permission slip all the time to do anything. I can't leave the house without getting permission.
Like is it
I
school?
can't get kiteboarding. Yeah. I have to.
Oh,
Lori, am I allowed? Can I go kiteboarding, please, Lori?
Really?
Like I can't do anything without asking for permission.
And obviously you guys, not to believe him. You guys know.
Brenda Bingo Lorena says, do you guys know of any good dentistry down there? Not in Baja. We didn't really do anything when we were down there. I believe Laura went to Algodones, so maybe Kevin and Laura could shed light on that. I don't know.
About what?
Dentistry.
In Algodones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in Algodones we don't know.
In Algodones, I don't know.
But here's the thing: there's a lot of reviews online. If you go online, just Google and all that stuff, you will find a lot of American people that go over there, and they will post a reviews of their experience. So,
who did?
People in Google.
Oh, on Google, yeah. That's actually Nomadic Hobbyist said dancing in the rain was amazing. It was so much fun. Oh, permission slip to get off work. Absolutely. Yeah, Kevin will sign all those. He'll go online and send stuff in electronically for you. Absolutely. Bob says they know a great vet in La Paz. I don't think I want to have my dentistry done at the vet in La Paz, though. I don't think that's probably a good place to get dentistry done. Bob says they know a good vet in La Paz. But that's not a good place for dental, I don't think. I think we probably would not want to go there. But I have heard that milk bone is good for your teeth. Do you see the way she looks at her? Jesus.
I think you're in two different topics, but I know you're merging them on purpose.
Tom and Faye says no dentistry in Baja, but lots of Ciagra. I think you meant Viagra or Cialis. You combine the two, but yes, there is a lot of that. Every time we walk by one of the little shops, they're like, pain medication, Viagra, and I'm like, why me? Why the old guy? Why they always point out? Do I want Viagra?
They always ask you for that, and if you want blow.
Yeah, and then they always ask me if I want. Well, that's if I'm on the beach. They ask if I want.
It has been twice in Baja that they asked me if he wants blow, and we're like, what? Does he have the look that he actually
people are always offering me cocaine and drugs. Well, no, that was in
New Orleans.
In New Orleans, he asked me if I was selling any. I'm like, really? Do I look like a guy that's selling drugs?
Well, you're the white other guy with the young, super hot girl on your arm.
My
They're
God.
like, this guy got it together.
The head is getting so big. Jesus. Wow.
But in New Orleans, it happened too. It's like, so it has been a few times, huh?
Steve says I should wear yoga pants on the next kiteboarding adventure and video that. Oh my God, no, Steve. Nobody wants to see that. Debbie and Randy says, notice who posted the Viagra info. Yeah, it was Tom. Or was that Faye? I don't know. We don't know. It could have been Faye.
I don't know.
Bob and Tammy, they said, Bob and Tammy said Viagra stop, or not. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Your subconscious betraying you, hon.
I said tequila stops all teeth pain. And yes, tequila is plentiful down there, Ken. Absolutely.
I'm sure the Viagra as well. Just saying.
Tony says you're hot.
Oh, thank you. By the way, doctors in Mexico, there's many good ones, there's many bad ones. It's just like I will go on a recommended basis because the people that have gone there before, they will know if there was a good or a bad one. Because I have gone to both. I have gone to places that they suck, and I have gone like my dentist, my gynecologist, and everything in Mexico. I love them. It's like they're the greatest. So it's like you just need to go by recommendation. Don't just go because they have a sign on the wall saying that they do dentistry.
That's the same here in the U.S. though.
Oh, definitely. Like, I had bad jobs, dentistry jobs here in the U.S.
I've been to dentists here where I'm like, I am never going back there. Like they were literally tortured me. And then I've had dentists that were great. So we watched that documentary, remember the other night, where the doctor was literally a pill mill.
Oh,
you go into the doctor.
We have not finished it. It's a docuseries on Netflix called The Pharmacist.
Oh my God, it's craziness.
And this lady basically
you just go in and say, well, you just go in and get oxycodone.
How they call it?
Oxycontin.
People that you know, like the trifecta or the whatever.
Oxycontin, Soma, and something else.
Yeah.
And you just walk in, you pay Xanax. You go in and you pay your $350, and she doesn't examine you, just writes you a script for all those things, and then you leave. It's like, holy smokes, it's craziness. Oh yeah, so Kevin said people can watch their video on Algodones. So you guys had they had a video where they go across and then they talk about the dentist and all that kind of stuff. So you can see that on veganrv.com. Did you guys do on their YouTube? Did you guys do a post as well, Kev? If you did, maybe it's on veganrv.com.
Yeah, I know they have a great experience, and it was also, I think, a recommendation from somebody else to them too.
Mm-hmm. Yep, very, very cool. Bob and Tam says they're going to chase me with drones on the kiteboard. See, that's the problem with kiteboarding is it's done on a really windy days. So when we were down in, of course, I was in a state park, so I wouldn't have flown anyways. But I wanted to send a drone up when I was watching these guys fly their kites. And then, they're flying in 20 knot winds. So I was afraid to put my little Mavic Air up because I thought it would just take off and fly away. What's that? This?
No, Aaron.
Aaron, you're doing free breast examinations with oil changes? What? I'm like, I don't know.
I think we were talking about Mexico.
Like, I don't know. Mexico or
I don't know.
Kevin says no post, just video. So go to their YouTube and Mr. Roboto, Viagra RV, new channel opportunity.
Red Moon RV, to Aaron, 2 for 1.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So picked up 6 life flights for our trips. Brian, I want video of Michelle shooting you with a life light, dude. That I definitely want.
By the way, there was 2 winners for the bingo in the RV thing for life
Yeah.
lights, and we tried to reach out to both of them. One
Yeah.
of them replied immediately, has been sent, received, and everything. But there is that other winner that we don't know. Well, we know
Janet,
who it is.
Janet Barnawalt. Does anybody know who Janet Barnawalt
But
is?
yeah,
We can't get a hold of her.
we
Hopefully she's okay. Like, we haven't been able to get in touch with her, and she won one of the life lights.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
yeah, I don't know. Art, yes, Art Boudreau said we flew to Cabo, drove to Todos Santos and San Jose del Cabo shortly after their last RV trip, had a blast, and they RV'd to El Golfo in 2018. They love traveling to Mexico. Art, yes, we met Art down there. I think we met Art down there, right? I believe so. I believe it was Art we met down there. Yeah, we met him at the turtle thing. Was that Art? Was that you, Art? I'm pretty sure it was, right? Maybe I'm delusional. I don't know.
See, if he's right, I'm gonna feel bad. If he's not right, he's delusional.
Yeah, see, Red Moon RV says, if this was the RV Oscars, we'd win Best Humor every year. Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome. So, okay, Art, we're waiting for the answer.
I think people are excited about Mexico. We're excited about
We're
Mexico.
excited. I'm excited. I want to go back. So, no, they tried to meet up in San Diego. So who was it? We met a viewer in Todos Santos at the Turtle Hospital, or at the Turtle release, and they had flown in just for that. They had flown into Cabo and drove up to meet us. And
met them. We were dancing, and we could meet.
No, because we met them on the beach and hung out with him and his wife on the beach.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because they told us about this place that it was artsy, and then they told us, "Do not go, do not."
Right. So, I thought it was Art. I guess not.
Might be a different Art. You know, it's not like a one person name.
No, there's only one person with the name Art.
Like,
that guy right there. That's awesome. Jackie said, "Oldies bingo was a blast. Hope you have it in 2020." Definitely, the classic rock bingo is going to be a staple at any event we do. It's going to be a staple. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. William, talk to escapees about domicile in Texas. No, we're gonna domicile in Florida.
We were between
Texas and Florida, and but we're gonna do Florida because we're Disney geeks, so it allows us to do our Disney stuff. Even if we only, like this trip, we're gonna try and have it be all done before we go to Disney. When we buy our Disney passes, it'll save us about $300 to $400 or more on our Disney stuff just this one time. I think actually maybe even more, because the only non-Florida residents cost you $900 each, is $1,800, and as Florida residents we can buy this package that's $400 each, that's $800. So yeah, it's like $1,000. It's a crazy amount of money that we can save.
Can you see how he's making his
I'm making all about Disney
based on Disney tickets?
No, there's some other stuff too.
When we talk about this before, like he was so on top. We were gonna save all this money. I was like, okay, for me, tell me how much are we gonna save or not on registration. Tell me about taxes. Tell me about like
well, there's no state income tax.
So we were talking about this, but he was like so into
there's no state income tax. Most of the sales tax is pretty cheap.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Allie says, serious question, how much do you miss us?
Can't believe you guys left that quick.
This much. You guys booked so far north ahead.
I understand it though. It's their first year. I think once you're in your first year of traveling, you're just go for it.
Yeah.
You're just like,
yeah,
travel.
Yes, you're traveling very fast. Douglas says, how much does it take to get to Mexico? Need to be more specific with that question, because it's just like you just drive up and you can really just drive over there. You don't even need your passport to go over. You need your passport to get back, but it doesn't take anything really to get to Mexico. So you're talking about visas and stuff like that. If you're going into Baja, your visa, which is an FMM permit, is $40 for 6 months. It's just really cheap. And that's it.
There's
That's all
one
you
that
need.
is cheaper one. I think it's
Yeah, you can get
for
it, but
45 days or 60, but might as well get the 6 months and you're not
trust me, get the
stuck.
6 months, and just in case you want to stay longer, and then you don't have to worry about it. But it's not not that big of a deal.
Janice, don't encourage him. Janice is like, I totally agree with Paul Disney.
Oh yes.
It's like,
See? Janice agrees. Chuck says, what mail service are you going to be domiciling with? We're going to do St. Brendan's Isle. So we're going to probably do them. Karen says, just FYI, Disney usually raises prices in February. They just went up, but it didn't affect DVC or Florida resident. Cool. Disney Vacation Club or Florida resident.
I see.
How much does it take to get to Florida? I think people are asking just off questions.
Depending how far.
Yeah, depending how far you are, you just put on your
and
GPS
the kind of rig you have.
Orlando, Florida, and then you go. So I don't know. Again, you guys need to be more specific with a question. Yeah, I did see that. So Steve says Eisner stepped down. The kitchen got a tad too hot for the brother. Yeah. So Disney's always, it's a very controversial company, the happiest place on earth, blah, blah, blah. But the corporate side of Disney is a little bit, So yeah, there's all kinds of crazy shit going on in there right now. And Eisner stepped down. Another guy came in. Right now, all the stocks are getting hammered. So Jose is going to sleep. And Iris says hello. Good night, guys.
Good night, Jose. Good night, Iris.
Dawn says they're going to make their resident in South Dakota, no state tax, centrally located, registration cheaper, mail service available. Yes, absolutely. The three most popular tend to be Texas, Florida, and South Dakota. It's just one of those things. It's a matter of choosing one. And
that, and then it's like Chuck is like, how much does it take to get to Banff?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Somebody says, I live in the UK. Divine Daniel says, I live in the UK. How much does it cost to get to Florida? I don't know. You have to check a flight ticket, or there's always ships coming across. So you could always just stow away on one of the boats.
And Kevin says, ask KYD.
Yeah.
Probably to Chuck.
Jesus. You guys are crazy. Have we done Universal and Busch Gardens? What do you think of those? Now,
I have not been to Busch Gardens ever. Never done it. Never.
The last time I was in Busch Gardens, I was probably 13, 14, and we used to come down. We did the snowbird thing in the winter. Universal is pretty badass. I'll tell you, the thing going from Universal Islands of Adventure over to the Harry Potter thing on the train is really, really well done. So even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, it's really well done. It's if you're into thrill rides, it's much better park than Disney, but it's a completely different thing. Disney brings back memories of childhood and all that kind of stuff, but it's really, really pretty cool.
Okay, Brian, Michelle, good night, guys.
See you guys.
I have to say, RW Crib was saying that he's always in Banff because he's van. The other day we saw a Class B that said Banff on the back, and I was like, oh my god, I wonder if it's him or not. And then it was here in Florida somewhere. I can't remember, like Southern Florida. What's next?
Universal is great. See, John Senesi says Universal blew them away. So, if John says it, then
I think you need at least 2 days. We did Universal in one day, 2 parks one day, just the main rides. It was a lot. It's like, I will do 2 days, one for each park at least.
Nomadic Hobbyist says, let us know if we want Disney tour guides.
Oh, so you're in Arizona. Okay. So it was not you then.
Rick says, just FYI, Florida has some of the most expensive vehicle insurance in the country. I didn't see that.
We just talked to a couple. They just moved their resident domicile from South Dakota to Florida. And they have literally a year-old Class A RV and a Jeep. They drive a Jeep, and they said their cost actually dropped by a lot.
Yeah, I think it's going to depend on like if you're in one of the major cities or the smaller counties. I think that's where most places. But when we were checking, I didn't notice that. What I did notice for us was this stupid claim that now I'm not going to tell anybody about. So
they're gonna find out.
yeah,
Eventually.
they're going to find out.
Because it's in the system. See, that's what it sucks. It was not our fault, but we still get penalized by it.
Brian says, "Forget Disney. When are you going to KSC and watch a SpaceX launch?" I need to do that before we need to do that before we leave.
Yeah, I think we have been hanging out. We dropped so fast into the Keys that we actually, on the way up, we had the option of East Coast, West Coast of Florida, and we chose West Coast because we just skip it basically going down, and we're like, want to go to the beach, nice beaches and all that stuff. But I think after this, we're gonna head towards the Atlantic towards the East Coast, so we will probably make a stop to try to time it with a SpaceX launch, if there's any.
Right.
If there's any.
Allie does bring up a good point. She says Universal doesn't have Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
Dole Whips. That is true.
But they have butterbeer.
But they have butterbeer.
I have to say butterbeer, too sweet for me. Can't do it.
Now, Allie and John are experts on this. She says it's amazing for people in wheelchairs. So again, wheelchair friendly is very important to Allie and John. And again, we became a lot more conscious of that, hanging out with those guys about what is wheelchair friendly and what is not. So that's cool. Yeah. John Senesi doesn't know what a Dole Whip is. Oh my gosh. It's a pineapple ice cream yogurt thing. I don't know. It's pineapple ice cream. It's badass. Ralph Berg says Florida's a no-fault insurance state. Your insurance pays for your damage, even if it's not your fault. Yeah, I know there's some states. I don't know what other states are that way. I know there's a few that way. I've never. This was the first time I've used my insurance in the 20 some odd years since I moved to the States in 91. That's the first time I put a claim on my insurance. So insurance is one of those things that I you have because I have to have it, but I'm not planning on using it as much as I possibly
can. Karen says Disney has the blue and green milk. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you guys tried that?
Yeah,
the kids tried it. I don't know about. I didn't try it because I don't
try it. It was okay, I will say. I mean, the same as the butterbeer. It was just too sweet for me.
Yep. Yes, and Kevin says, and the Dole Whip is vegan. So
the Dole Whip,
yeah, it's safe for everybody.
The butter beer.
Or butterbeer. Is that Dole Whip or butterbeer? I don't think it's Dole Whip. Pretty sure. Joan says, stay at Jetty Park right on the Atlantic beach. It has a pier right across from Cape Canaveral Rocket. Yeah, that's awesome. And then there was another one that I can never remember the name of. It was something Manatee that we stayed at over there that we could watch launches from. So
where were you originally from?
Now had to ban some people. Some people are being some jerks tonight. So
oh really?
Yeah, I'm banning them as we go along. People are saying stupid shit. So Marty says, give me a how cool is that? He misses hearing that. It'll be in some.
See, the funny
videos.
thing is that it became a thing on the channel, but then he felt very self-conscious now that he was saying it a lot, so he stopped saying it.
Because I had some people going, you say it too much. I was like, well, I don't know I'm saying it. I just said it. Yeah. Some poor pineapple. Brian says, Kevin, how can it be vegan? Some poor pineapple gave up its life for it. And we did. They did give up their life for it, and we appreciate that.
Lorena, did you get your beach time? Yes. Siesta Key. One of my favorite ones. He actually put up with me. He's like, oh, how much longer? But he was a trooper.
Yeah. It was awesome.
We went in the water too. He was nice enough that we could get in. It was cool.
Yep. John, no, we're not heading northeast, dude. Unfortunately, we have to. If we're gonna do do a second RV thing, and we're gonna do a caravan, we're gonna kind of keep close to the south and just kind of loop up through the Midwest. So, yes, we banned Nick. Randy Randy's the man. Don't ever stop saying, how cool is that?
John said if we were heading northeast, but
Holy
now we're
smokes.
not.
My old buddy Rob Gelino this is a high school buddy of mine from back in the day, from Dodge, from Lord Dorchester. Yeah, Rob.
Have I met him?
You have not met him. No, no, he's not one of the crazy ones. He was one of the more calm, cool, collected guys, but good dude, and he's from Dorchester up there. Yeah, we have some trolls. They keep popping in, but we'll just keep banning them, guys. We're playing whack-a-mole. So Disney blue and green milk is plant-based. Is it really?
Almond and or rice milk.
Are you sure?
Maybe it's a special request that of almond or
rice milk. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll have to check into that because I wouldn't eat it because of that.
Nomadic, when I grow up, I want to be a troll.
So Clay, I love this stuff because you guys always have good information on this stuff as well. So Clay says you can request a copy of the Clue Report, an insurance claim database free from LexisNexis once a year. We'll let you know what insurance companies see and ask for corrections of an issue. So yeah, that's a cool thing, kind of like you can do on your credit reports, right? So that's pretty cool. So I'll have to write that down. The Clue Report.
I didn't know
so that's an important thing, folks. See that? That's awesome. So again, Red Moon RV summer plans for travel and next meet with Vegan RV. Kevin's avoiding us. He's going to be a boatman now. They're going to be boat people. So they don't want to associate with RVers anymore. They're going to go hit the water.
Okay. They're going to need our help after the 3-hour tour.
Yeah. So. We're going to have to go rescue them off the desert island. That's right. That is true. But summer plans are just kind of, like I said, loop up through the Midwest and make our way over to the Southwest to head down into Baja. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, we'd love to meet up with Kevin and Laura before they head out. We still need to make Kevin says, oh my God. We're gonna meet up with those guys before they head out, before we head out, I'm sure. Mark, where did you guys get your Mexico car insurance last year? So we went through Baja Bound, and it's bajabound.com. And we found out from Bob and Diane Jensen that they suspended their American insurance when they went down. So it actually saved them a bunch of money because they suspended it.
I believe,
like if you're going to go down for months,
the one that they did the same thing was Tom and Faye. So Tom and Faye, you can post. It's like, I believe you guys did the same thing too when you went to Baja. Yes.
Yeah. So you can do that.
You can save a lot of money though. Well, not save, just
if you go down for 6 months, you're gonna kill it off here and then not have
the money. It's very comparable with the insurances here in the US. So you're not gonna pay more, you're not gonna pay less. It's very comparable. It's just in a different country.
Yeah. When his boat sinks, you can say, how cool is that? No, I wouldn't say that. I would never say that. I would find out where they are and I'd go help them. Tom, where did that go? Where did he go there? Tom says, where did you get the couch? This is from, I hate to say it, but we got it from Camping World.
Yeah. When we got it, they have a great sale happening and it's a trifle. And there's where we got it. It's
been awesome.
Now, with that being said, we have been thinking about switching it now to
we want recliners,
2
and stuff.
Swivel recliners, because we have the TV on our left from us, so we want to kind of like swivel so we can actually see the TV.
Yep. Lorena, John Chalker from Waterbury, Connecticut says, well, you guys need some more moderators. You never know. If you are in Colorado, Allie and John, they say that the South Fork Fun Valley RV Park was absolutely great for the kids. And then they're just going to explore their way on the way over there. Mr. Roboto says, can you come up with an odorous spray or other indicator to keep other campers away while you're setting up? I was putting winterizing in my rig yesterday and attracted nosy neighbors. Yeah, that always happens. That's hilarious. When you'll have to ask Chuck about that. So when we were down, we were down in the Keys, and we were staying at John Pennekamp, and the site that Chuck got happened to be literally right next to ours. And so when Chuck showed up, I went out to watch Chuck back in, and he got all flustered and had a hard time backing in. And he told me that I can't watch him anymore.
Well, he said it's like I always can back up that dolly with no problem. And since Paul was watching, it's like he can do it.
Red Moon RV. How weird if global warming went rampant and Kevin and Laura were the only ones to survive in their boat. Yeah, that would be my luck. That would be my luck. That's awesome. So just we're almost done. We're done for our last Saturday live. My mom, this isn't a question, it's just a statement. She goes, I heard that getting rid of my bed, no way. Oh, yeah, this is my mom's bed. No, we're getting rid of this so that no one can stay in our RV anymore. But
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
I really
never thought about that, did we? So now she brings up a good point. So now we don't have a place for people to stay. That's awesome.
We might.
No, I'm just kidding, Mom.
We might need to get
Love
a new
you.
RV.
We might have to get a new RV. That's awesome. 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 All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. As always, you guys are amazing.
And I can't believe it's already March, people.
Yeah.
It's already March, but it's like
our first video will be out next Saturday. I don't think it's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be more like a recap of.
It's going to be a recap of what we have been gone on here. Ozzy, come on.
But come on, say goodbye, Ozzy.
Say good night.
Say good night to everybody. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. You guys are awesome, and we appreciate that. Allie, happy birthday in advance, and then we'll talk to you on your birthday as well. And yes, Kevin and Laura, we need to touch base with you guys so that we can hook up before you guys blow out of the state. And good night, Mommy. And you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on Leap Day. You guys were awesome.
Leap Day. When is next last Saturday Leap Day?
The last Saturday Leap Day. Wow. That could be. No, not necessarily. It's not going to be a Saturday. It could be 12 years from now before they have last Saturday Leap Day.
Yoo-hoo, our return back to YouTube is in a Leap Day.
Yeah, Leap Day. So
that's awesome.
Is that going to be when we do the next last Saturday live? Is the next time there's a Leap Day?
No, next one.
Kevin's YouTube channel is veganrv.com or vegan RV. Just go to YouTube and go vegan RV, and you'll be able to find him. You guys are amazing.
Thank
Love
you guys
all.
for tuning in.
Talk to you later. Bye.
And just like that, we're off.